this is an interesting question, right? I think, and I think that we have an obligation in a number of different ways. And I think the number one way that women affect change, period, and always have, is in the way we rear children, right? And so when I think about, and you've seen the postcards too, a good feminist raises a feminist male. So it's the way we expect and treat our own children and the roles that we bring them to expect, those kinds of things. But the other thing I think we really have to start doing, and I think I'm gratified to see that we are doing, is we do have to stop when we see someone being abused, when we see a woman being belittled, when we see someone's ideas being taken from her in a meeting or something else. We have to stop and we have to call it. I saw something the other day about a man who had co-opted a woman's idea in a staff meeting, and the next person who spoke after him reiterated the name of the woman who had come up with the idea originally, and everyone following her did the same thing. And so they weren't ever offensive. They didn't call him on it outright, but by reiterating the original owner of the idea, they basically were schooling him that this was inappropriate behavior. And so I don't think it has to be violent. I don't think that all confrontation has to be ugly, but I do think we have to start calling people on their behaviors, because often the behaviors are even unconscious to them because they're so ingrained and so in public. And I think this is where, that sense of confidence and that sense of danger. I think for some people this could be a dangerous act, especially if we think about the public persona and the public space and the recent events of violence, the white supremacist kinds of ideologies that we continue, and the misogyny. Let's talk about the senators. The one who said, he didn't care because he didn't have to have a mammogram. And I thought to myself, do you not understand you have a wife? You might have daughters. Do you not think mammograms are important to these women? I think men just have been allowed for a very long time to be selfish. And we have to train them that is no longer okay.